Hi guys, Kyung here, and we're going to do a slide. We're going to make a slide and maybe some journaling cards, right? I'm going to use Miss Paintalot's templates. I've pulled out just some Edith Holden text, so it has text on both sides. This one has like a little beehive, so maybe we'll put that on there. I don't know, maybe on the back of one. We will see how it all comes together. Let's do this one first. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut it with the craft knife. And I'm going to use my quilting ruler. Yep, here it is. Okay, so let me just place this exactly right there. Okay, it's moving all around, right? It's going to be right there, and it's just going to be what it's going to be. This blade needs replaced on this knife, but it should work fine. Just be careful, huh? As they are dangerous. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, we have that part cut, and now we're going to cut out the window part of it. Yes, we're going to cut out the window part of it, and I want it on this side. I want the window on this side. And I don't know, maybe we'll put flowers or butterflies or something in it. Looks like it's a 2-inch window. Okay, so that's cut all the way through. It's kind of a little finicky, but this is how I decided I was going to do it, because this way I can get it pretty good. If I can just remember not to overcut, right? Because I have a problem where I will forget and I'll cut the whole thing. Just not paying attention, you know. More probably concerned about not cutting myself or something than where I'm cutting to. So as long as I just keep conscious of it. Oh goodness. Okay, yay. Okay, and we've cut our window out. I'm so happy. Now, I'm just going to fold this in half. Well, should I mark it and score it? Maybe it might be better if I score it, huh? I think so. So I'm going to score it. I'm going to mark it on the back side, right, so that our mark doesn't come through. And then I'm going to score it. I'm just going to grab my scoreboard, and we're going to put this away. Let's see. Ooh, so I started playing with some wool, right? I've started playing with wool. I'm going to do a wet felted journal cover. I thought it would be fun. So it's my first attempt at that. So far, I like the way it's come out. I had to order new needles because I can't find I swear I had some, but I guess I don't. I looked everywhere and they're nowhere. They don't exist. Okay, so I'm going to trim off right where it's kind of uneven and stuff. Like that. Okay, ta-da! And we're going to ink it. And I think I'll ink it in green. I'll use the peeled paint. The peeled paint distress ink. And I'm just going to try not to go too nuts with the ink, but just give it a light dusting. So me and my husband had a great anniversary. We had a lot of fun, right? I rented a hotel room and it was all fancy. They had a pool and we tried to go swimming, but it was so cold. It was cold. I could have been in it for like 5 minutes and then I was like, okay, I have to get out. I can't do this. I tried to acclimate and yeah, it just was not happening. And then but then we went to the wildlife preserve and that was a lot of fun. So, and their dinner was really good and their breakfast was not so good. So what can you do, right? But it was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And my sister watched the dogs and it was fun. Okay, so now we need like a piece of acetate or like clear plastic. So I use this, right? It's like for projectors, right? It's like projector sheet film, right? And it can be printed on using a laser printer and stuff. I really would like to replace my laser printer because printed on like acetate like this is actually really cool. Okay. I don't know where my good pen is, so I'm hoping that this will work. Just going to mark it there and mark it there, and that's where we're going to cut it. And it does not need to be perfect. I'll grab my Fiskars cutter really quick. Okay. Now we have our piece of clear acetate, right? And I'm going to glue it onto the back of our window using Fabri-Tac. Come along, Fabri-Tac. Oh, and it's playing nice today, too. Oops. Too close to the edge, too close. We don't want it to goop out over the edge. Just flatten it just a little bit, right? And then leave it. Leave it. Ta-da! Oh, it looks so nice. Beautiful. Okay, let's decide what we're going to put inside. Perhaps a couple of flowers and a butterfly. Here we go. Here's a flower. Here's another one. Okay, we'll put 2 flowers. This one is falling apart. These 2 fell out of their little bag, so that's why. That's why we're using those, because they fell out of the bag, and so they're going to get used. And these are just dried pressed flowers I bought from Amazon. I didn't press these, though Colorado is in peak wildflower season, and they're everywhere. They're growing all along the roads, everywhere. And I am going to go on a walk with husband, because they're, they only last so long anyway, because it gets so hot here. And so it's been about a week, and so I'm hoping I can get to them before, they all die. Walk around with my husband and pick some and press some. I think that will be a lot of fun. You know what? Since we have acetate anyway, let's use one of these. Right? Because the shininess won't stand out so much because, we have the shiny acetate anyway. Ooh, I like this one. That's like very neutral. It's got like neutral. It's kind of big. Wonder if we could find like a smaller one. Let's see. We have dragonflies. We could put a little dragonfly. I like the dragonfly. Let's go with that. We've decided on the dragonfly. Kind of put him under that flower petal. Yay! Okay, now I'm going to glue it closed. And we'll stamp like a specimen stamp on there, huh? Since we have the Tim Holtz specimen stamps. Oh, it's so pretty. We have a specimen slide, right? So now all we got to do is stamp something on here. Filed. That one says specimen. Right, we could just get the top of it. Let's do that. Let's do it in black and hopefully it'll show up. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? Okay. Give it a minute for ink. Ta-da! Specimen. You can kind of see it. Kinda. Maybe I should put like maybe I should label it, huh? Yep, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We have this that's been left over. Let's grab my decal edge scissors. Right, cut that. And it's still a little too wide. We will trim it up a hair. Okay, there we go. Now if we stamp specimen on there, you will be able to read it and it won't blend in with the rest of the text. All right, let's try this again. Let's try just to ink the specimen part. Ta-da! Specimen! Oh, how fun. How cute is that? Okay, so we'll put that on the bottom. Oh, look, I replaced my little bottle. I put it in this one, but it was like leaking out the bottom. I don't know. And I thought maybe I twisted it on crooked, so I took it off and retwisted the cap on like 3 times, and it still was leaking. But then once the first time after I used it, right, and the leak part around the edge dried, it's not leaking anymore, so whatever. It works. Okay, yay. Specimen. And then should we put like a little, perhaps a number up here? Oh, how cute would that be? Let's see. Do we have a number? You know, I have my other Tim Holtz numbers. We have these ones. Oh, they're too big. Those are way too big. Let's see. We could get 4899. We could just do without the number, the NO part. We'll do it on this. Try to just get the numbers. Ta-da! Oh, yay! Oh, it's exciting. Okay, I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. And we're just going to glue this up here like that. Ta-da! I love it. And then it can go in the journal, right? Easy peasy. It can go in these little fabric pockets. Oh, how cute. I can make a couple more. We can stick them in there. Let's do some journaling cards. You know what else we have? We have this Edith Holden wallpaper. Look at this. Let's play with the Edith Holden wallpaper because we haven't done that yet. And so we'll make our background an Edith Holden wallpaper. And you know what I'm thinking is instead of doing like little journaling cards like this, I'll use, we'll do big ones. Perhaps we will alter index cards, huh? Oh, I have these like graph ones. They're kind of smaller, but that's fine. Let's just do it. Goodness, she gave me quite a bit of this, huh? Let's see. It has a label down here. I will show it. Let's see. What is it? Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. Rowena Scott Designs, Limited and Lily Tig Limited 2020. So there you go. That's where you can find the wallpaper if you can find it. These things are pretty difficult to find here, I've noticed, in the US. Mr. F is a master at finding these things, and he found a bunch of stuff for Fiona, and then she was so sweet and she shared them with me. So okay, look at that. Yeah, we'll have a journaling card of a bird. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Okay, it's not the most straight, but that's okay. That was a lot of fuss and hubbub for cutting a little piece of wallpaper. Okay. But we're good and we're golden and we're going to get this on here like that. Okay, so I'm going to just glue it on first. Okay. Okay, we're going to glue it on, and then I'm going to trim it with my deckle-edged cutter, and I'm just going to trim the edge off of the index card. And that should keep me pretty straight, too. So I had Matthew open up that gift, right, that I got him, the box that when you open it, all the balloons tumble out. And, of course, now I tell you, I tested it twice, okay? And, of course, when he opened it, it didn't fall proper. I mean, it did good. It just, he had to give it a little kick once, and then it all fell open. But I couldn't believe it, like, stuck upright. I couldn't believe it. But, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was one of those, you lift the lid and then all the balloons fall out, right, because the sides fall open. Okay, so we have this piece of scrap that we can do something with, most definitely. Well, let's just tear it in half like that, right? Let's cut the bottom and that edge with a deckle edge scissors. Ink its edges. And just stick it on here. Ta-da! Like that. Oh, I already like it. I already love it. Shall we put some more? I don't want to cover up that bird, right? We don't want to cover up the bird. I don't think I want to put it down here because that looks funny, having them like that. So we can just leave it. What else do we want to put on there? What else? Okay, we have the foxgloves, which I'm not completely unhappy about. We can cut them down, right? This came from the CD. Cut them down quite a bit. Stick those on there somewhere. Let's ink it. Bold. Shall we go bold? Don't ask me what I'm doing, for I don't know. I'm just playing around at this point. We're just gonna see. Oh, you know what? I could put like a piece of lace in back behind there. I have this tulle. This tulle? I don't know. How would you say it? Tulle? Like tulip? Or tool? Like you would like, you need a tool to fix your garage or something. Okay. Let's just pinch it on there. Now stick. I'll put some Fabri-Tac on here since this is drying, that craft glue. Oh, I don't want to put it upside down. Okay, we'll put it there like that. Okay, what about a butterfly or something? Let's look. Ooh, we have this red one. He's pretty. Let's see, we have this big one. We have these littler ones. Oh, this one's cute. I like that one too. And this one. I really like that one. This one kind of matches that one. We could put a flower down here and he could be like on the flower. Let's see, do we have a little flower? What about this one? It's a little large. Do we have anything smaller? One is bigger. I don't know. I have some smaller stuff maybe down at the bottom. Oh, you know what? I have like the little Tim Holtz ones. It's in this one. There might be, right, a small enough flower that'll fit. See, this guy needs to sit like right there. So the flower, and that one doesn't really stand out very much either. He could sit on something else though, like a stamp or something. I like that with the wings and the butterfly, like all the wing stuff. I like that. I like the mushrooms. If we could find a little enough mushroom. There's a bee, a bug. I like the bug. Here's some mushrooms. I like the mushroom. Let's cut this mushroom. Ink its little edges with green. Just glue him on here. I think right like there. I'll trim off his little stem. Oh, he looks great right there. I love that actually. Okay. We're making progress. We're getting somewhere. It's doing something. It's becoming something. Good or bad, I do not know, but it's something. Okay. Let's get this Mr. Butterfly. I think he'll sit on this part of the mushroom. That's fine. Just sit there and be a butterfly. checking out the mushroom. This butterfly. Again, these are the stickers I got out of that sticker book. I just fussy cut them out. The Bees, Birds, and Botanicals book. All right. Ta-da! I'm not unhappy. I'm not unhappy with it. It's cute. It needs darkened. I might need to take a piece of sandpaper to the edges. Let's do that. I have a piece of sandpaper here. I'm just gonna like sandpaper my edges just slightly. This will help the ink to stick, right? Because it's got that shiny gloss on it. I'll have to deal with that back too. We'll stencil it or something. Okay, I'll use a little bit of tea dye. Right, it should help dye those edges. Hopefully I sanded it good enough. It looks like it's taking. Yeah, much better. Much better. Okay, let's do the back. I'm thinking... Okay, I'll grab a piece of scrap. Grab my ink. And I'm just going to kind of go in like this. A little bit. Okay. I'll take my trusty stencil that I use for everything. That I made out of like acetate paper, and so it's flimsy, but it works. It works for my purposes. It's like probably my favorite stencil, actually. Probably has some tea dye and stuff on there. That looks great. I'm happy with that. I'm going to take the tea dye. And ink the back. I suppose we could stamp it as well. Could put a stamp on it. Let's do, we could do the full specimen. Let's not, though. Let's do this one. Now, this is a fine stamp, right? But that's okay. We're going to make it work. Do it in the coffee archival ink. Just got to make sure you have ink on it, sufficient ink to get a good stamp. All right. Ta-da! Oh, yay! It came out great. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. Okay, and then we will stitch it. Okay, yay! Okay, now we're going to stitch it, and I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to do a zigzag today because I'm feeling zigzaggy. All right. Well, I don't want to... I'm going to put it to a straight, just because I don't want to sew my bird's head. So we're going to do a straight the rest of the way. All right. Ta-da! Yay! So we have this journal card, which I love. I think it came out good. It's a nice little journal card. It's not my best work, but it's cute. Oh, yes, and we have our slide. Yay! Right? So that can go in there like that. And then I'm going to back this with just some coffee dyed paper. This one probably, right? Just this like corner of it. I'm going to back it, and then I'm going to also stick it in there. And then we will be good to go on that page. I'll probably make another slide and another couple of journaling cards to put in the other page that's just like this one, right on the other side. This one, right? It needs a slide and a couple of journaling cards as well. But yeah, I'll just glue that on there and ink it and sew around it, and it'll be good to go. And I'll stick that in there too, right? And so we'll have some journaling cards and some specimen and a specimen label. Hooray! Anyway, that's all for today. That's it. I just wanted to get on and play a little bit. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will talk to you later. Bye!